I grew up in a large farming community. Tractor pulls, cow tipping. We had a Caterpillar plant. My junior year, they closed it down. And that whole farming town fantasy was just shattered. I'm selling them the only way they have to get back.
This is only the second script you've written since the Oscar. What compelled you to tackle this issue?
John pitched it to me, and you know, it just instantly was something I wanted to do. I mean, it was a great story about where we are right now in the country, and where we come from and where we're headed. And I'd been thinking about all that stuff and reading books about that, and you know, it was something that I really did want to make a movie about.
So this story started out as a windmill story?
Yeah, there was a moment where it was a windmill story. You know, really what I did was I had the idea about 2 years ago, before any really backdrop. We hadn't come anywhere near natural gas. I was telling a story about American identity, and I guess what that meant for me was my dad is from a small steel mill town outside of Pittsburgh, and you know, like any industry town, it had fallen on hard times. His dad had multiple jobs, and they didn't have much growing up. And as a very ignorant kid, I said to him, I remember saying, you know, so was your childhood awful? And he said, no, it was fantastic, and there was this great sense of community. We had each other's backs at all times, and we had this faith that tomorrow was going to be a better day.
You sign this lease, it gives us the right to drill on your land.
A whole lot of money down there.
That is true.
How much you think?
There's no reason your town shouldn't have a state-of-the-art high school.
What kind of money are you talking about?
You could be a millionaire.
The romantic rivalry must have been fun to play out. Does it sort of mirror the ethical dilemma in the film?
Huh, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, I mean, everyone has hard decisions to make in this movie. You know, I think the issue of drilling for natural gas that they put at the center of the movie was a good one, because we needed something that people were really divided on. We needed something that couldn't be resolved in the first 15 minutes of the movie, or even 2 hours later. I don't know. I don't know if her decision between Dustin and Steve is quite that big, but she has fun, I think, with them chasing her around.
You think you have what it takes?
Oh, to beat you? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you just might.
Hey man, I'll drink to that.
Okay. Hey, there she is. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Steve, thanks again for the beer. That was really sweet. And then take it to go.
Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks, Jess.
I'm really looking forward to the fair tomorrow. Should be fun.
Yeah.
What was it like to see this relatively new collaboration between Matt and John? You know, they met on the Adjustment Bureau.
And watch their budding bromance happen. It was exciting, you know, because I had worked with John once before, and I didn't know he was writing this. And when I got the script, I couldn't believe how it was so good. It was so funny. The characters were so real. Who was a good guy? Who was a bad guy? Everything existed in this gray zone, and then to watch them on set together, we would rehearse the scenes, and it just looked like they were operating from the same brain.
And you were keen on playing a self-loathing character?
Yeah.
A bit of a change?
Yeah, I mean, in the vein of those great Kazan characters, you know, those protagonists, all those performances I grew up loving, and I wanted to do one myself.
We're not fighting for land, Steve. We're fighting for people.
You ain't ever gonna get what you came here to take from me. I don't even like the fact that you're here trying.
You're a good man, Steve. I just wish you weren't doing this.
How do you think people respond generally to agenda-driven films or actors preaching on an issue?
I would assume very negatively. I think people always respond to that stuff negatively, and that's why we hope people actually just go see the movie and you realize that I don't think our movie's preachy. I think our movie, again, is a celebration of community, and I think that if people are going to think that, if people are going to think that this is an agenda movie, or that, you know, we're trying to tell someone something about something political, then they're going to miss out, because I think that we can't stop that. You know, what we really can do is tell people what the movie's about, and hopefully if they find this movie, they're going to see that they're going to be pleasantly surprised.
We're a $9 billion company. Do you know what we're capable of?
Do you?